is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
Takes it at the 7.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers.
They'll be led out by Mr. Irrelevant in the 2022 draft, a guy with something to prove, Iowa State's career passing leader, and that's Brock Purdy.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey.
And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down.
The numbers for McCaffrey last week. 22 carries, 89 yards.
And a rushing title is definitely within sight, so the excitement on the offensive side of the football, I mean, they're bouncing off the walls wanting to get out there, but they also understand that they're going to face some really stacked defenses down the stretch because they don't want it to happen at their expense.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Christmas Eve here in 2022. A big slate today of Saturday games. But we will have, ready for this, a triple header of action on Christmas Day tomorrow. I think it's pretty safe to say we won't have a white Christmas in any of these places, however. We start with the Packers and Dolphins in Miami at 1 Eastern. Then you got the Broncos and Rams from Los Angeles. And then finally, the Bucs and Cardinals at 8:20 Eastern in the desert. Plus one more for good measure on Monday. Once the family's all gone back home and Grandma's puttered out of the house, grab the leftovers and sit back and watch the Chargers and the Colts from Indianapolis. Purdy looking to throw on first down here. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. The Niners at 12-2 now on the year, and they come in on the heels of yet another victory. That ran their win streak, Charles, up to 7 now.
And I think that last win, that established them and stamped them, to me, as Super Bowl frontrunners. They're playing with extreme confidence, and you need that in order to go all the way.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Purdy to throw it on first down. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Chase Young in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. On the toss, they run wide side with McCaffrey. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance in guessing because you don't have to throw it. You come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
Line of scrimmage, the 9. 2nd and about a yard.
A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
McCaffrey is in. Touchdown, 49ers. First quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Commanders trot to the field for their first possession, and it's the 7th-year quarterback out of North Dakota State leading the way. His 3rd NFL team, Carson Wentz.
On first down, Wentz. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Throwing now is Wentz. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it.
Wentz finding McLaurin there for the Commanders first.
We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion...
And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Nick Bosa collapses the pocket and drops him for a loss of 3. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13.
They'll run for the first time here with Brian Robinson.
Stop shy of the 45. Showed off a nice little move on the play, though.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Shotgun now for Wentz. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas.
And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 47. Wentz now to throw. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Here's Wentz to throw. And his throw is incomplete. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Wentz. And that is incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. How about Jonathan Allen there pushing upfield to make the stop behind the line?
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And from the 4, they get it to the 8 on a pickup of 4.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away.
Now a fair catch taken just across midfield, maybe by a yard or 2. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Wentz.
This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up.
Now Wentz on 3rd down.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They're guarding against the upset.
51 yards rushing for him now in this one as he is closing in on 1,800 yards for the year. Second down and right back to McCaffrey.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a third down coming up. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On third down, it's Purdy. Got his target, Samuel. And he is going to have the 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does. And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
On second down, McCaffrey. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. And this offense on third down today, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Now Purdy. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey.
And he's brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
Fourth down try. Here's Purdy.
That's to his running back, complete. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to bring up second down.
Purdy looking to throw. Got a man. That's Ayuk.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A big play that time on a catch and run. 31 yards.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey
with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game.
And the 49ers go up by 2 touchdowns.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Here comes the Commanders' offense back onto the field.
As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
To throw is Wentz.
Open man is the tight end, John Bates.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz.
Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
Wentz going to throw. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 28. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw, it's Wentz.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Charvarius Ward.
And the Niners are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down.
They go play action here. Purdy.
Over the middle, complete to Samuel.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Back to throw, Purdy.
They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Robbie Gould on now to try the field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Gould is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Wentz.
That's out to the flat for Gibson.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Wentz.
This pass hauled in by Dotson.
Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. From the 40 now on second down. Wentz to the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Now Wentz. Step, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. Wentz and the Commanders staring down a 3rd and long now after that sack.
Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt.
And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. So we're at halftime here.
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
The Washington offense ready to go to begin the 3rd quarter. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun.
And, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now Wentz. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 42. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. That's going to be caught by Samuel.
And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
He'll buy some time, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Second down and a run by Robinson.
And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Throwing is Wentz. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up fourth down. And that'll be off the crossbar and out. It's short. He couldn't get it there. It's no good. And the deficit will stay at 3 scores. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise. And that'll deny him a shot at 3.
Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
But not many guys who can blow up plays like Chase Young. He did it again there.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
And once again, the Commander defense stout against the run game. They drop him for his 2nd straight play.
Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On the counter, this is Robinson.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Throwing now is Wentz.
Able to connect with Dotson. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big.
Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And the 49ers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47.
Lines up and lets it go for Samuel.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those. But the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
2nd down, here's Purdy to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Purdy bootlegging it. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey.
He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Purdy looking to throw on 1st down here. Got a man. That's Ayuk. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. 2nd down at 4. shotgun now with Purdy.
This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
On 1st down, it's Purdy.
Open man is Samuel, complete.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Possibly a good spot here to take a shot as they come out with 3 receivers to the left on 2nd and less than a yard.
Purdy looking to throw.
This will be caught. It's Samuel. Touchdown! Deebo Samuel. Touchdown number 15 on the year. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Gold with the extra point, and the lead is now 24. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays.
And it's Deebo Samuel who caps things with a touchdown reception.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. A look at Washington as they come onto the field.
Well, the disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook. The bottom line is don't quit competing.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10.
San Francisco's offense returns to the field.
And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Purdy's throw taken in by Samuel.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. He has a 1st down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10.
Able to complete this one to McLeod. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. This is the National Football League on EA. Back now here in Santa Clara. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. To throw again on 2nd down.
Purdy.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And now for him on the season, that is his 80th catch, and the result is a 1st down. Up the gut, McCaffrey. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Purdy's throw complete here to Ayuk.
That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, he will. And he's got a 1st down to boot.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
101 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Again, McCaffrey, and he's not going too far. In fact, stopped dead in his tracks at the 3.
No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, and it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season, and in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing, but clearly there's some growing still to do.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Gibson will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Wentz. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. He loses a full 5 yards there on the sack, and it also brings up 4th down. 4th and goal. Now Wentz. Gotta have this one. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And the 49ers are going to get the football back.
Deebo Samuel trotting out with his offense to start this next drive.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Back to throw, Purdy.
Taking a shot for Samuel. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And he'll take it on this side of midfield.
Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Wentz, his throw incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Complete. It's Dotson.
And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38. We'll get an injury stoppage, and it appears to be the wideout, Jahan Dotson. He's the one shaken up.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Rashawn Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. To throw, it's Wentz. Escaping the pressure, and the pressure gets to him again.
Azeez Al-Shaair
able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Wentz and the Commanders staring down a 3rd and long now after that sack.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Myles Garrett, the offensive line is in tatters as that's now 3 sacks in 3 plays. Wentz to throw for it on 4th. He's airing it out for Williams. This is caught inside the 15.
And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Well, that's something you haven't had to talk about much this game. A nice big play right there. But this team, overall, they haven't done a whole lot offensively.
Well, they're still sitting on the goose egg. We talk about defenses having pride in a shutout. This offense wants to get rid of that 0. From the gun, it's Wentz. Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Now Wentz.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington.
The 3-yard touchdown pass.
And the Commanders are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter.
Wentz going to look to throw. And he'll find his way in for 2. And we're back to a 2-score game. The lead's cut to 16. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. The Niners on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This will be 3rd and 6.
Purdy now to throw.
Throw left side, complete to McLeod.
And he is going to have a Niners 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
2nd down and right back to McCaffrey.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. back. It is a pick six for a Washington touchdown.
Well, don't change.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw, as this play will stand as is.
Back to throw. Wentz. That's caught. And they will get back to within one score as he is into the end zone, and the lead's cut to 8 here in the fourth. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. Brown with the stick skills. And they just about had to get that recovery to have any chance. They only have one timeout. You look at the clock, and let's do the math here, Charles. This one's pretty much over.
Yeah, we do have a chart here, don't we, that tells us about the timeouts.
You do. I'm not as smart as you.
And in looking at it, you're exactly right. Chart's not going to help them here at all. They're pretty much done at this stage. They had to have that recovery.
Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout
as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. This is McCaffrey on the give. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10.
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Here we go with McCaffrey. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain.
Another one in the books for us, partner. Always great to be by your side. And